Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to be ranting, primarily talking about the bad things I've seen looking at this update following its release. So if you would like to share your opinions and views on the update, please comment below, or on the Discord section visit game support near the bottom, and there's an update feedback section. Please post any good or bad thoughts you have on this update. So let's get started. Number 1, Pokemon Shop. So right here we have the Pokemon Shop, and there's only 2 changes and they're identical, and that is under the Ultimate tab 2 Pokemon were removed, that being Halloween Gengar and Black Mewtwo. This is a horrible and disgusting change. It's absolutely gross, especially to free-to-play players like myself or even new players. It hurts even more. So I'm not happy with that change, and a lot of people aren't as well, so we're hoping that a revision gets made on this one, as it's horrible. Next we have Shadow Lugia. So as it's currently not attainable, we'll go to town and look at the Pokedex. And it's a gold Pokemon. Scroll all the way to the bottom. This right here, the obtain button, is why it's bad, and this applies to many other Pokemon as well. So if you click obtain, you have 2 options here, Gacha and Dungeon Autoplay. This is 100% a lie. Completely misleading and false. You cannot get it from Gacha. You cannot get it from Dungeon Autoplay. You may as well add another tab down here that just says credit card, because that's the truth. This will not be attainable free to play probably. And even if it is, it'll take you months, many months, just to whittle down the game's population enough that you could compete in the event that other people are in as well. But before that point happens, they'll do a server merge, so you can't actually accomplish it. Whew, that one really bugs me. But next, we have this right here, the assist and follow-up system at the bottom. They're the same thing. They lead to the same page. See? Assist, setup, follow. Assist, setup, follow. These need to be combined. They just do. Because the home function is this portal right here, and a lot of people miss it because of this useless pop-up. So rather than clicking on a portal, if we could combine these and create a home button, that'd be beneficial. One of the only good things that come out of this update would be that change. What else can we look at? I think the biggest one for me is the suggestions. So on Discord we have an ideas section, and players have been posting in it for over a month now, and in that time not one suggestion has been taken seriously, implemented or changed. I think it's quite a useless and redundant section, as they do ignore it. In this entire update that came through, not one change was made that we suggested. Not all changes are to make us stronger, most are just environmental improvements. Like quality of life changes, like small guild things, if we go back to town and we click on the chat, we have a team button here, but there's no way to form a team or have a team dungeon or anything like that. That's quite a simple thing to implement. But no, we don't have one. So that sucks. So there are many bad things about this update in my opinion. And they don't get better. So overall, this update took far too long to come out. It did. We're talking nearly 2 months to bring out this update. And the update size is quite small in comparison to the amount of time it took. If this was a solo developer, okay, maybe. But I'm assuming it isn't. But the update contents itself are horrible. 2 out of 10 at best. It's been poorly implemented and designed, and there's nothing we can do about that. So we're trying to voice our opinions currently in Discord. As a lot of players, I would say the vast majority are unpleased with the changes that have occurred. Man, I'm bummed. I was really looking forward to this update. I post a lot more positive and informative and informational guide type videos, but this is entirely negative, and it is, and I hate that. I'm a negative person, but I didn't want to post a negative video about the game when it wasn't necessary, but this one definitely is. So in my opinion right now, after this update, it is not worth playing the game as a new player at all. As an existing player, they've given you more reasons to stop playing the game, which sounds odd, but they have. Their changes and the things they've removed and limited you to make it less enjoyable and less wanting to play the game. So right now, I'd suggest that no one spend money on the game at all. I know some people have already said they're going to stop until we get some changes in, because all of the changes and updates in this update note patch download thing we had were trash. Every single one of them. So the pet system, completely pay to win. You cannot get it free to play. Okay, that's annoying. Mostly because it's an entire function of the game that cannot be participated in by the majority of the game. Okay, that's fine. We take a quick run up to home. This entire thing, every single portion of it, is garbage. Why? Because the developers do not play this game. And if they have a test team, the test team also doesn't play the game. Testing a game and playing a game are two very different things. My job is testing and playing games. That's what I do for a living. So I'm contracted out, I'll just give you a quick description, by companies to play and test games, beta, alpha, tech tests, as well as updates before they get released. And I give my opinions on them and suggestions, and we talk to the development team. But I'm quite confident that anyone who tested this doesn't actually play the game, they just played the test of it. So this thing's junk. It costs 5 million gold and 10 million gold and 5,000 diamonds, and that's to get a gold mine. So we'll demolish this and show you. You can have a gold mine, a diamond mine, or a feed mine. They're all junk. Why? Because they cost diamonds. So we'll build a diamond mine, 5,000 diamonds, 10 million gold. This one will give me 1,700 per day, which is actually 0. And of no benefit, like at all, not even a little bit. That doesn't assist anyone because the events themselves require hundreds of thousands of diamonds to be spent on each individual event to get any meaningful rewards. Then we go into Pokemon Daycare Center. This thing we can't upgrade because we need whatever item it is, but we can't get it yet. It's this one right here. You get it from the Orange Archipelago, the brick. But we'll go to that in a second. If you go over to Professor Oak, you can talk to him and deposit Pokemon. So let's chuck in a male and a female of any kind. It says that you require this item, a fairy case. Item required for depositing fairy type Pokemon. Now they're not actually fairy types. This is annoying and misleading. On the Pokeball, they're given a symbol of which they are. So if I chuck in this one, not a fairy, and we go bam. You can only deposit Pokemon from the same egg group. So how do you get the item? Well, you have to buy it. And how do you buy it? We'll go back to town for a second. Go all the way over to home and scroll down. You need a fairy case. So you need, what's that, 200,000 of whatever the hell this currency is to do it once. That's gross. Then we move up to the other functions. We go to the Ancient Ruins. This is 2 mini games. Once again, of no value. So people are placed on the leaderboard, which is fine. You get rewards based on the shortest time it takes you. That's fine. If this resets daily, that's okay. I would give it a 3 out of 10. So overall, that one isn't the worst thing in the world, but everything else in here is just god tier trash. We have the home shop, which we just looked at before, but this is the bad one for me. We have the Orange Archipelago. Now, as you can see here, this is where you get your bricks. This is where you get your home coins, as well as pet stones and pet berries. But the recommended CP is 16 million. That's beyond disgusting. I have 5 million. Why is the recommended 16 million? You need to be a minimum level of 70 to access the home. And I'm, 88? And I'm a third of the way as a free-to-play player. So in my opinion, this entire thing is for pay-to-play players. Because there's no chance I'm reaching 16 million anytime soon. Especially with the removal of Black Mewtwo, and I can no longer attempt awakening him. And then we keep going. So we can run up here. This I think is the Pokemon library, but there's no function. Left, there is nothing there. Then we have a field. Run, run, run. Then we have the Pokemon school. But it's not accessible until the daycare reaches level 3. Of which we can't upgrade because we can't participate in the archipelago to unlock the bricks to upgrade the daycare. So, obviously I've been rambling for a little while. I feel like it's a little longer than I would like. Yeah, it's 12 minutes. Wow, that's way longer than I was intending. But, yes, this update is god tier trash. This would, by and large, make me quit most games. So I'd strongly suggest people not buy anything. Don't spend money on the game. Wait for them to update it, not downgrade it. Because this was just a downgrade with more stuff. The fact that I added more stuff into the game, but by doing so, they implemented it in such a way that made the game worse, is disgusting. So I'd suggest not spending money on the game for now. Obviously, it's your choice. You can do what you want and I don't mind, but the fact that they brought the game backwards and ignored us for months is annoying. But I'm going to end this video here as I feel like I'm rambling on as I'm quite annoyed. So let me know your thoughts. Once again, please comment below any thoughts you have on this or on the Discord. Scroll all the way to the bottom and there's a game support tab. And at the bottom of that there's an update feedback tab. Please click on that and post any thoughts, ideas and suggestions you have in regards to this update. So thank you everyone for watching and goodbye.